All right, PK, we just gave Kalani Sitake all the help he didn't ask for. Now it's time to give Morgan Scalley all the help he hasn't asked for. What should he do at offensive coordinator with Jason Beck going to Michigan and most of the position coaches going with him? Now what? Chris says, if you could pry Brian Johnson away from the pros, I would like that hire. We just going down the whole Andy Reid path here? Find the person who's gone to pro football and seems locked into pro football and dream of bringing them back?
Well, I think that if you're a fan, you're not going to know of all the possible candidates, but you know of Brian Johnson. You know the success that he's had at the pro level. So he's a name that you would be familiar with, whereas Morgan Scalley, through help of others, can broaden his horizon to see who's best and who he trusts, who he has a relationship with. It's first and foremost on his mind as the portal opens. You need to act quick because you're not going to get any offensive guys if they don't know who they're going to go play for, right? And so you need to act as quickly as possible. And Dampier's kind of danced around like he does out on the field around would-be tacklers is the question of, are you coming back? You know, I love it here, blah, 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 blah. Are you coming back? I love it here. You know, you can just go around in circles with him answering because he has to. He knew full well, most likely, I'm sure he did to a good degree because we all did, I did, that Jason Beck was going to take off. It's Michigan. You got to go. He has no loyalty to Utah. It was a job. Then he had no loyalty to New Mexico. It was a job, right? And his loyalty is to himself and to his wife and children and what's in the best situation. That's where loyalty comes in. And people need to realize that. And you know, Whittingham is taking a lot of heat. Well, Whittingham right now, his job is to put as many qualified people on Michigan staff to win games. It's not any longer to worry about how I'm going to leave my legacy at Utah. I know that's harsh to say, but that's the reality of the situation. Plus, you can go back and forth, and there are some harsh feelings. All that stuff was not all of it, but a good portion of it was explained to me when I was in Vegas. It was not a smooth transition like he said that he wants it and all. There's some harsh feelings, and I know at his press conference he was asked how he was treated, and he was treated well and all that. But nevertheless, there's some bitterness there. Absolutely. I can just leave it at that. There's some bitterness there. And so away he goes. So they got to find a replacement. And then that guy has to hire together, the two of them, not he, but they need to hire basically an entire staff. If they want to keep Ottawa, which I assume they would, that they have to hire everybody else. Wow. This is a tough situation that Scalley has inherited, but he knew that was going to be a good possibility. So away you go. And whatever he has relationships with. Brian Johnson, I would jump on that if that were the situation, but I don't know that he would want it. A-Rod, yeah, talk to him. Yak was telling me about Jonathan Smith. You know, I've heard that name. Obviously, he had success. He was an Oregon State quarterback, coached at Oregon State. He only got 2 years at Michigan State when the program was in total turmoil. I don't know what you expected him to do. Give him 2 years and he's out the door and all that stuff. But as far as being an offensive guy, yeah, he's got credentials for sure.
That's where a lot of our listeners are going. A lot of them are saying A-Rod. A lot of them are going to Jonathan Smith. Cooper says, let's stop cycling through the same circle of coaches. I'm sure there's someone from the Big Sky or FCS who would love and thrive in FBS.
Okay, did Kalani cycle through the same coaches when he hired A-Rod?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, they'd work together in Utah. It's hold on, let me count up the W's here. It's going to take a minute.
Yeah. And NFL quarterbacks.
Yes, multiple, more than 3.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 for 3.
Dan throws out Alex Smith. Okay, Alex hasn't shown any inclination for wanting to go into coaching, to jump right in as an offensive coordinator. Alex has been going down the media route.
Yeah, he's on ESPN.
I know.
Like front and center.
Alex Smith?
I know.
Why not Ty Detmer? I mean, Alex is
there are parallels there,
Ty
right?
Detmer, right?
Yeah.
I talked to Scott Mitchell on Wednesday. I should ask him, hey, you want a job?
You want to throw your hat in the ring?
We were in line in the food line before the game, having some eggs. And we were talking, obviously, knowing him, good dude. And I should ask him, you interested? You want this job? I think he's a big dude. I think he would have picked me up and chucked me about 5 tables over.
Thrown you like a football.
Yeah, he wouldn't have gone. His only progression was to go deep.
Air PK out. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, more football with Kevin Graham. He's got opinions on all of this, plus the games yesterday, the NFL games this weekend. We'll get to that next. Stay with us.